Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. I hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. I actually figured I want to go and talk about the Walmart PS5 and Xbox walk-in information. We actually have had more updated information when it comes to managers giving out information. This is more so based on some like really good long-term Walmart employees we've actually reached out to and talked to about this as well. We also have had other statements out there too as well. So it kind of was more so confirming that we actually have had these dates. We actually do have the rough dates, and I kind of want to give you guys the kind of rundown on like if your area is going to get it, how they're kind of trying to maybe planning on working it, and kind of what the internal kind of feels so far when it comes to it. This is all also, of course, just based off of one manager's opinion on this stuff, so it could always be subject to change and also could have different stuff as well. But basically throughout the entire community is kind of what we've been kind of seeing, and I think it's actually kind of nice to go look at the dates, because I do think it's a lot sooner rather than later that we're actually going to be seeing all these walk-in news. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. If any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, and also use the Linktree link down below for bonus giveaway entries. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys want to go and follow. And of course, the Twitter and Twitch stream, I think I just mentioned that. Anyway, we also have the Amazon links down below if you guys want to go check and see throughout the weekend for casual drops, warehouse drops, or whatever. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys get like $25 free. You can just instantly go and sell the stocks and make free money. Or Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's actually dive in the video itself. So as you guys have probably been seeing throughout the past, like maybe 2 weeks or so, we've been trying our best to kind of go look a lot into this Walmart walk-in stuff. We've seen many different confirmations, receipts, pictures, people checking on out, stock literally inside the stores, etc. for the PlayStation 5s down up in Target, not in Target, in Texas. We've also seen a few like actual stock amounts actually show up down in Florida too as well. And we've been seeing little baby bits and pieces of stock as well. If you guys have been watching most of our videos, we've been seeing many Xbox Series S's floating around in stores. And I think the major issue is always like, when is this going to be more so official? When is this going to work? When is this all going to just we walk into a store and get our consoles? I think that's the major subject on everyone's mind, because they don't want to be sitting waiting for retailers, refreshing Twitter feeds and all that. They just want to have their console and go and play. So we did go and find some information on this maybe around 2 weeks ago or so, but I actually have a little bit more of an updated time trial as well, kind of like how it's kind of been going and all that type of stuff. This is all based on a Walmart manager and also some of my employee friends that we've actually had for quite some time. It's more so actually people that are not even actually on like the YouTube restock grind, more so from Twitch as well. So just letting you guys know on this one. So I'm gonna give you guys, I wrote this all down. Walmart itself, as you guys know, for the Xbox Series S's, they're trying to make it planned throughout the next like 2 or 3 weeks to be mostly fully consistent, stocked up in the stores, and basically available for anyone to walk into the stores themselves, give or take another 1 or 2 weeks. We can also go and kind of verify this because we've been seeing so many different Xbox Series S consoles in stores and many different other various locations, and apparently so far all the stores that have actually had the Xbox Series S's, there has been very minimal issues. There's not been too many like crazy issues going on or whatever, and overall when it comes to the actual like stock availability, it's been kind of on the higher end, mainly because you know the Xbox Series S is a little bit less sought after, but a lot of people have actually been like kind of relaxed about it, chill. If they want to go get it, they just casually buy it, no major lines, no major issues, and it's overall been kind of good. Now, that's kind of to be expected, though, because we've actually even been seeing the Xbox Series S float around for a long time on online sales for like GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, etc., or sometimes they're just available for a few days. So overall, everyone who's been really nice and respectful at the Xbox Series S drop has made it kind of a little bit easier for them to go and segue on over as well. At the same Xbox talk, apparently their plans are, and this is like I said, just based off of one store itself, could always be changed up or depends on regional, whatever, is that they want to have stores, Xbox Series X's in stores on shelves by the end of June into the middle of July, and that's gonna be more so on the trial end. So it's kind of at least what we're kind of seeing on that. So maybe throughout the next like 2 or 3 weeks, we may go and see a few more sporadic kind of pop on ins. As of right now, we have not seen almost a single Xbox Series X available in almost any Walmart store at all. So just letting you guys know that we actually might have a chance to go and start seeing that very soon, which also make a lot of sense too as well with the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. People are used to Microsoft consoles. Maybe Microsoft is more willing just to go throw them up on shelves. Maybe they're just not selling as good. We're not 100% sure exactly how it's working on out, but at least we do know that they actually do have plans to go and try to put some Xbox Series X's in stores and on shelves at least sometime throughout probably the next 5 or 6 week window, which is very nice. Like this was from actually from management themselves as well. When it comes to the PS5s, what we keep on hearing in terms of rough dates, and these could always go and change, of course, so don't have this like too hard stuck, But typically, if everything else is going good with the Xbox Series S's, and then eventually when the Xbox Series X's are on the shelves and they go mostly good, there's no crowds, no issues, no like, cops involved as we've seen for other places like in Target, then we actually might now start seeing PlayStation 5 consoles on shelves in person. So it's very, very nice to kind of go and see, because it's only maybe like a 2-month period away. We kind of touched on this beforehand. We did kind of make a similar video on this before as well, but I'm just kind of more so giving you guys like a little bit more on the stricter dates, because I don't think we ever saw too much on the Xbox Series X dates, and is why I want to double verify that we are now seeing other management making comments on this as well. These are also from very verified sources too. We know they work at Walmart and all that stuff. This is all like 100% at least on the legitimate side for that. As well as I mentioned though, it may just be various on the stores, various on the locations, because we also have seen that stores that are in more rural areas and stores that are in very heavily populated areas, I believe, are not going to be the major focus on walk-in trials, and that makes actually a lot of sense, because the one store we've been reaching out to and talking to with is more on the smaller side in a rural area. And they've even said that some of the places might, like, for what they got from official management itself, might also be like postponing it out for these rural areas. It kind of makes sense though, because you want to go and, like, if you have a place with 1 million people in the Walmart area versus 5,000, now of course those 5,000 people are not as, not lesser than the other people, but just more so in, like, you kind of sometimes have to service the wider areas, because if there's just more demand, more people there, it just kind of makes a lot of sense. And as well, they also don't want to be focusing on those really, really highly populated areas, because kind of how you guys have maybe seen when it comes to drops or people lining up in front of stores or all of that, is that basically a lot of people out there can just end up like, you have like 500 people at a store all waiting there, and then that has issues, even still with pandemic stuff, or more so at this point, employee safety, and then you always have to deal with angry customers that don't get their consoles, etc., etc. So I think as of right now, a lot of the trials are more so in like we kind of been noticing a trend where it's more on like the mass list states, kind of the states that are kind of just down to just do like whatever, they just are like whatever, do what you want to go do. So that's why we keep on seeing stocks sometimes showing up over in Florida, although they have not done any sales in Florida yet. And then same thing with Texas too as well, where they're just like, we don't care, we have the stock, we're gonna go and sell it. So I'll let you guys know up on that, as well as basically, so it's kind of what we're kind of seeing on this is, as long as everything keeps on going good, kind of how it is with the Xbox Series S as a trial, then we're going to keep on seeing more Xbox Series S's everywhere all throughout Walmarts, and then we'll probably try to go to do the Xbox Series X. And if that keeps on going good with a little bit of allocated stock for that, then that'll be kind of nice. They'll probably go and spread out more stock instead of doing online orders, as we've seen confirmed from multiple different employees as well, that they just don't want to do these online restocks anymore. They've run into so many issues, had to give out so much free money. They probably actually lost money on some of those drops too as well, because if people are waiting for a month and they got like $100 off, that's like all their profit anyway. So it's kind of bad for Walmart. So basically kind of just seems like a trial for Xbox, into trial for Xbox Series X, into trial for the PlayStation. And it does seem like the rough date does seem around either late July or early August. We'll probably start seeing a lot more stock showing on up. And to kind of go and give a continuation kind of wind down for all of this, it does kind of seem like it does have like a few sporadic dropping locations, kind of as I mentioned for the Texas spot. So I think probably whenever we start seeing them in more locations out there, that's gonna be a very, very good sign that it's either in the very early process or they're like starting to ship out a lot more consoles out to everyone. So overall, this is actually some really nice news. We kind of knew some of this already though, when it came to this stuff, like we kind of like little bits and pieces, but I do think kind of like the whole around like cycle of the Xbox into the Xbox Series X into PlayStation consoles makes a lot of sense. And especially because we also saw that with Target, where Target themselves is kind of stopping and like doing those online restock events. Like they're more so just whenever for the Xbox, whenever they're in stock for the local Targets, they just release it out there, which I still think is kind of bad when it comes to bots and all of that. But I do want to go and say it is actually kind of nice that we are now seeing at least a rough time schedule. It's always subject to change. Like it could always change on up, or maybe Walmart corporate wants to mix that up. But we've seen multiple different confirmations on this. Multiple employees reach out to this. Pictures in stores from everyone that we keep on seeing from the Xbox Series S is floating around, and the fact that we're slowly still transitioning over to all this Walmart stuff is very nice to see, and it's very nice now that we've been seeing multiple different other confirmations from managers and higher ups for Walmart stores that have actually gotten these corporate emails stating on how they're going to be doing the walk-ins in the very near future. Now, I still like the idea of having the online drops happening, and they will still be happening for like Walmart and Target, etc. But I will always go and say I do think walk-ins are some of the best locations to be at, because when it comes to getting the stock out there, and it's just so much easier not to deal with bots, You don't have to worry about scalpers online. You don't have to worry about scalpers buying like 15 different consoles, because ideally Walmart in these locations would stop that. And overall, I'm just happy to go and see this, and especially whenever you see the Xbox Series X's in stores, that's going to be a fantastic sign both for everyone out there trying to find the Xbox, but as well also for the PlayStation 5 users, because that should be like, that means that they're pretty much going on the next drop cycle as long as everything goes good with the Xbox Series X. So very cool stuff. I just want to go and share this with you guys, kind of give you guys a double confirmation that this is actually happening and like how the kind of process is going. So we may have to wait like maybe another like month and a half, 2 months or so for like really big waves of walking news when it comes to Walmart. But at least on the bright side, we're seeing those sporadic drops. We're seeing some other places getting stock. And also we keep on seeing at least drops happening, which is always very nice. So kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an update on this, because we just got this information literally just a few hours ago. So just letting you guys know on that one. So hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your weekends. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well. Make sure you guys are also using the link tree down below for bonus entries for the giveaways. The Twitter and Twitch streams linked down below if you guys want to follow. You can check out the Amazon links too as well for the consoles and controllers and all that good stuff. And of course the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Like the video if you guys enjoyed, and comment down below your thoughts as well. But it's very exciting news for the Walmart stuff, and I'm happy we even get to go and talk about it in the first place. Love you guys.